32 seconds left. Murray heaves it down the left sideline. Looking for a receiver. Dortch. It's incomplete. Ja'Marcus Ingram in coverage. It's a turnover on down. Ball game. Back to pass. Fires over the middle. And looking for his receiver. It's intercepted. It deflected off the intended receiver and right into the waiting arms of Ingram. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Pressure coming. Has to heave it. And it's intercepted. Coming the other way. And going for 6 is Ja'Marcus Ingram.
Playmaker all day. Don't throw it to 46 or bad things will happen. We got him. We love him from the Buffalo Bills, Ja'Marcus Ingram. Good morning, Ja'Marcus. How you doing, man?
Man, good morning. Good morning. I'm doing pretty well. Just grateful for this opportunity and grateful to be here this morning.
Grateful to have you. It's always funny how this works out. So we said 2 interceptions on Thursday Night Football. The whole nation is watching. It's kind of funny, when you're a kid and you have a big game, you get to go have pizza or you get to go have ice cream. When you're a pro sometimes and you have a big game, you have to get drug tested. That's just the way it works. I'm sorry, Ja'Marcus, and you had some fun with it on social media. Tell us about this and your reaction to it and just the night that you had.
Oh, man. I'll start with the night. It was, super amazing. Just blessed to, have the performance that I had and, the work that it took, to get to this point in my life. And, when you have a great performance, you walk in the locker room, my teammates, Rasul and Christian, they was right there, they was like, dang, Ja'Marcus, you got a drug test. It was like, you can't ball out and they not noticing. So it was like a funny moment. And, man, to celebrate that with my teammates and stuff like that, it was fun after the game. And then that was like the laugh of the weekend that we all talked about, with me having a drug test right after. So it was fun.
That's awesome. It's so nice to talk to you this morning. We love your energy here on the show. We also love guys that played for Buffalo. And I'm not talking about the Bills. I'm talking about the university that you went to. And the fact that you've got a whole crew from Buffalo on your team in Buffalo now. You got Cam Lewis, you got Joe Andreessen, Buffalo Joe, you got yourself on defense, all on that side of the ball. A, how comforting is that? And B, do you guys do like the fight song together in the locker room? And people are like, those guys are weird. Leave them over there to the side.
It's amazing just to see those guys come to work every day and to all be on the same team. It's like we all kind of feel like hometown heroes. Even being from different cities, it's a great feeling to be in Buffalo and be playing for the Bills. So we all kind of stick together and give each other nuggets, every day. As far as just what to do, when we get our ops, because with our position that we in, we get limited reps, and now I feel like we in a perfect position, to show what we can do and just be an asset to this team. So it's always fun, coming to work and they all make jokes about, man, we got the most Buffalo guys on the team. And we probably got the most college guys that went to the same school on the same team. But it's fun and those guys just, light up the room, and they're special,
Cool.
Yeah, Ja'Marcus, man, first off, I love your energy, man. I got to ask you, who are the guys that you turn to on your defense when, you look to for mentors? I know there are a bunch of, guys on there that are veterans. Are there anybody that you look to?
Yes, I would say in the room, Taron Johnson, Rasul Douglas, Cam Lewis, we sit by each other every day in meetings and stuff like that. So just those guys. And then other guys, I would say like Vaughn, he always looks out, and make sure that I'm good. Being from Texas, so he always look out and make sure that I'm, in good spirits and stuff like that. And then even some of the younger guys, Christian Benford, I look to those guys too as well, even though they're younger. We always kind of help each other out. Kyer Elam, we all, stay pretty close together in the DB room and just learn from each other, pick each other up, and just have fun. Like last night, we had DB dinner, so it's always good to hang around the guys and chop it up. Kareem Jackson, like guys, like we all like have fun together and just share our moments. that we've had in our careers and stuff like that, and just being able to learn from veteran guys and their experiences and what they've been through their time in the league. They just, give us confidence and share fun stories with us to keep us going and know that we can go out there and do the same things that they've done.
Well, that's good, man.
Ja'Marcus, you have such a great light to you, and it's the positive story right now for the Bills. I do want to ask you, you guys played the Dolphins. You had this amazing career night. It had a really, really dark ending with what happened to Tua Tagovailoa, and you were out there on defense, and he runs into DeMar, and we know we didn't see him for the rest of the night. What was that like for you in the moment in the Bills' defense, and how was the rest of that night affected by it?
Oh man, it was scary to see, and immediately we all kind of just dropped and said prayers and stuff like that. And just wanted to uplift him and his family in that moment because it's scary to see someone go down like that, and we just sent all our best and our love to him in that moment, and still continuously as he goes through that process of what it's like to get a concussion and be down like that and not really know what went on in that moment, because it's a scary thing to see as it's happening, and we all kind of know what we put our bodies to when we go out there and play, but nobody ever wants to see someone go down like that, in that moment. So all our prayers and thoughts and love was sent to him, in that moment, and we just took a moment to really come together and pray for him.
Listen, it's a really difficult topic, and it's a really good answer, man. We love getting players on the way up, like the Stars of Tomorrow. We love having you on. Going against Jacksonville next Monday night, another national televised game for you. Go get another couple of picks and say hi to everybody at the next DB dinner from Good Morning Football, my man. Ja'Marcus Ingram.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
All right, man.
See you,
All right,
Ja'Marcus.
y'all have a great day.
Another primetime game for them.